Good afternoon, family, and welcome back to another episode of Godspeed, where we provide you a weekly market overview for the Lexus LC500. On tonight's episode, guys, there's so many good opportunities on the marketplace. I'm going to do my best to get you through a fuller market review this week. Okay, I promise not to get too long-winded, but there's so many opportunities in the 50, 60, 70,000 dollar price range that, my gosh, I mean, if you happen to be looking to pull the trigger this year, I kind of want to get some of these amazing opportunities in front of you so that you can kind of see what's in the marketplace. Okay, all right, our video of the week is actually going to come from World Platinum, or Rowen Japan. They've got a couple pieces on this car that I think, let's face it, they're probably going to be split down the middle with our audience. Excuse me. Some of you guys are going to like some of these pieces, some aren't, but I want to talk a little bit about one because one of the extension pieces to the body kit is something that's been a part of my build from a visionary perspective. I'd love to get some feedback from you guys and see what you think. And then last but not least, our aftermarket showcase this week is coming from NOT Body Kits. So gotten several comments from you guys about, what opportunities to put body kits on cars, particularly on the LC500. And I'll tell you what, NIA is a company that when they started producing parts for our vehicle, I mean, they caught my eye really quickly. And I think recently they've actually created a new showcase car that I believe really pulls out some amazing, contours of our cars. They also are probably one of the few companies that actually sell a color coded body kit to match the OEM paint from our vehicles. And they got some nice spoilers, and guys, they got some really good end of year pricing going on right now. So we are absolutely going to get into that. All right, family, let's get into tonight's episode. But before we do, first of all, let me just say I appreciate everybody, for all the support on liking the channel and subscribing. We are still trying to get up to our 500 subscribers by December 25th. That'll be kind of my Christmas gift from you guys. I greatly appreciate that. So if you have not subscribed to the channel, please take a moment, subscribe to the channel, hit the like button. Let's go. All right, fam, let's get into this market review. And I'm actually excited to do this one with you this week because, we had a format back in the day where we would actually absolutely look at more than just the three cars. And so, let's get into it. So we got 240 options on the market for us this week, right? We do have that 2018 performance package that is, high mileage at 86,000, but is the lowest price LC500 on the marketplace. And I still think for those of you who are looking to pick up an exceptional vehicle and stay, underneath 50 grand, not afraid of the high miles, man, I think that's a tremendous option, especially if you're able to get down there and see this bad boy in a beautiful, clean, pristine condition. Okay. All right, we got another white offering right here. Still high miles, but it's the only other opportunity for you underneath $50,000, especially if you're looking for a white-red combo. That's absolutely a good one to look at. Guys, once we kind of leave the sub $50,000 market, we immediately jump up into the mid 50s, right? And, there's nothing out here in the mid 50s that I'm excited about. Once we start getting up a little bit higher, I think this 2018 with 46,000 miles for 57,999, this is not that bad, right? We've got, I think this one's a clean title. So, you can look further into that one if that's the color combo you're looking for. For this one right here, just a heads up, they're saying certified pre-owned right here on the title, but this is not a Lexus dealership or a Toyota dealership, and it is absolutely not it's not Lexus certified pre-owned, right? It may be some type of, certification with that particular dealer, but I do want to call that out if you guys are looking for this one. Okay. And then, family, as you can see real quickly, right, we absolutely get into the high end of the 50 price point, right? So, I will say this private seller one here, we'll take a quick look at this guy. This one is a nice looking vehicle, right? They've already kind of tinted out the front logo there. But you got a 100% black package on this one, tinted windows. You got a nice little rear spoiler on the back there. That's probably gonna be carbon fiber. This individual has done a few little jobs that folks like to do on the LC500s, the blackout package, right? So you got those blacked out right there where traditionally you got a lot of chrome. you know, very nice offering right here. And then, once we come from this offering family, we jump into the 60s. So if you're looking for a $50,000 option, then you've got about a handful of them in order to look at. Now, once we jump up into, actually one more I want to take a look at. This one's a really solid offering right here too. 59,995. Beautiful black here, super clean, tinted windows. Looks like we got blue calipers on this one. That's kind of sexy. I like, whoa, not the Lambo doors, fam. Oh my gosh. You know what? I'm waiting to see this in person. I really do, because let's face it, this is a big door to drop this on. I think I'm too scary to put something like this on my car, but let me tell you something. I would sure as heck love to see somebody's car with this on it, because make me a believer. But I think that's pretty interesting aftermarket option right there. Okay, and that one's coming in at 59.95, right? We've got a nice little custom option here right underneath 60 as well. And then, fam, I think we're about to jump real quickly into the $60,000 options here. Couple options here that are in the lower to mid price point. We got a nice 2018 with 32,000 miles on here for $62,000. I mean, this is, if you're looking for a custom option, guys. I know we had a couple subscribers back in the day who really wanted something custom, wanted something that was on the darker side. Man, you got a full-on kit right here on this one. Aftermarket wheels. It has not, well, maybe it's been lowered actually with some springs. Definitely not coilovers on this one. You got a rear diffuser. You got this one's got a full body kit on it, right? With this Lexus OEM spoiler, it looks like. Beautiful interior. If I'm not, oh, we got a nice little subwoofer there. Okay, that'll be interesting. Yeah, this is a nice option for somebody that's looking, to go the custom route. And at $62,000 with 40,000 miles on it, that obviously always, guys, with these cars, make sure you do your due diligence and look to ensure that you're getting a good deal, but also a mechanically sound vehicle, right? But I think for a custom vehicle, that's definitely a price point to consider, right, and look at. We got a nice certified 2019 option right here with 48,000 miles on it. I'm loving that. We got a beautiful 18 with 16,000 miles on it. Only $63,000. I love that one. This looks to be a touring package, but man, you got me. Let me just jump in here really quick, right? You got me excited about this one just because we got those amazingly low miles. Sexy looking car. I love that silver. And I won't lie, even those 20-inch wheels right there darked out look amazing. Right? And you know what's crazy? One or two things happened on this one. One, they took the 21-inch wheels off, bought custom wheels, and then when they went back to the dealership, they actually had to buy some wheels to put on this thing. That's number one. Number two, somebody completely took out the aniline leather interior and put in the seats, Alcantara seats, and the back seats. I don't know which of those happened, but because as you guys know, right, the touring package has the 21-inch wheels and the aniline interior, and this one's kind of throwing me off here because it's got some elements from the tour. Oh, okay, it doesn't have a sunroof, so I'm thinking this is absolutely a touring package more than likely. Okay, all right, enough about that one. What else do we have here? And again, family, I apologize. I'm going through this a bit faster, but I don't want to bore you guys to death with commentary on every single option. But you know what? Here's another one. Oh man, this thing is absolutely beautiful. We got aftermarket wheels on it, which missing a little center cap there. Beautiful Toyo tires. We've got the $5,000 aftermarket exhaust. We look to have a very expensive rear diffuser on this thing. So that's Tom's. Interestingly enough, the rear diffuser looks to be Tom's as well. The side looks to be that one I can't tell. That one almost looks like Artisan Spirit, but that could be a Tom's side carbon fiber kit too, right? Either way, you've got you a nice, nice start of a build on this one, right? I mean, you throw you a rear lip on that bad boy. I mean, not a rear lip, a front lip on that bad boy for $63,000 at 40,000 miles. Not a bad look right there. Okay. Lots of options on the market right now that are custom. I mean, we got aftermarket wheels on this one. All right. We've got aftermarket wheels on this one, and coming in at 27,000 miles. Now we're in the mid 60s. So interestingly enough, right, when we talk about trends for a second here, we have absolutely some new lows, right, with those $49,000 vehicles. But, we are still seeing low mile 2018s in the mid 60s, which, let's face it, that's something that we've been watching since we got out of summer. So heck, as a matter of fact, even when we were in summer, we were seeing price points similar to that as well, right? Couple 2019 sliding in here at that mid 60 price point. That's going to be good for those of you guys. If you listen to some of my earlier reviews, I absolutely talked about, what you get from every year model, right? So if you jump from a 2018 to a 2019, we talked about each one of the upgrades that every year brought. If that's something that you're interested in, definitely go back, take a look at that so that you can understand what you're going to gain from going from an 18 to a 21. Now here's that 21 that we showcased a few weeks back. Still, I mean, I'm just overwhelmed by this car, not to mention it's a performance package, so it's the top of the line that you're going to get. But this gentleman has absolutely put some of the more upscale and elegant parts, aftermarket parts on this car, and he's dropped the price. So man, that's actually even lower. Did he either just drop the price, or you guys are going to have to come into this link to get this $67,999, because if you look out here, it's still showing $68,999. So my gosh, that is a tremendous $67,999, 47,000 miles on this one. We have got a clean title, 0 accidents, 2 previous owners. Guys, if you're looking for a custom option, I don't know a better one on the market right there. I mean, I'll be honest with you, I would totally, I'd get this bad boy checked out, inspected, and man, I don't want to hit people while they're down. So I wouldn't try to lowball this one in the sense to say, I would just say, hey, you know what? If you got to travel to pick this one up, I think what I might ask is I might ask for travel money. So if that's going to cost me $1,000 to fly out there and then drive it back, I might see if he would take $1,000 off or meet me halfway at 500. And I'd shake hands and, listen, thank this guy for, being a blessing in my life. That's a good look right there, guys. All right, what else we got out here? So now we are getting into our, higher 60 price point. And, again, just some really good options. 2018 for 17,000 miles. Again, I don't think, we need to pay 70 grand for a 2018. Unless, of course, mileage is of utmost importance to you, okay? But I personally think that for 2018s, we really want to be staying, no more than mid 60s, okay? And you should be picking up something in the neighborhood of under 50,000 miles on something like that, right? That's just my opinion, right? Now, when we think about the 21s, like I said, the red one we just saw is the cheapest 21 on the market, okay? But we've got a couple additional 21 offerings right here. Very low miles on both of these at that 70 price point. And this is where you're going to start to see a lot more 21 models, okay? It's gonna take us a few more $1,000s to actually break to actually get to a convertible option. That is the one thing that we do not see as much of a reduction on, which was the trend going into the summer, right? I mean, going into the summer, we absolutely saw the convertibles dropping down in price just as much as the hardtops for the 21s. But now, I think we've found some support at staying at the mid 70s for the convertibles. Okay, some really good options out here though. Now, couple of them that really catch my eye once we get up into this mid 70 price point. Love this 22 option, but if you guys recall, that one was a was it a lemon? Yeah, I think that was a lemon. I remember I called out there on this one. I think, if I'm not mistaken, it had something to do with the alignment. Okay. The Lexus dealership did everything they could to get it back to the customer's liking, but brand new tires, new alignment, all that good stuff, but was unable to meet the client's expectations, which, let's face it, if I paid 115 grand, I'd want it too. But this thing's got under 2,000 miles on it, 2022, at $75,000. Again, I'm not promoting to go pick up a vehicle that's got a lemon on it, but I'm just letting you guys know, that's exactly what the details are around it if you're interested in looking at it a little bit further, right? And I'll be honest with you, if I were to entertain something like that, I would absolutely be going in aggressive, because and I'd make sure I understand exactly what the insurance implications are, resale implications, all that good stuff. Okay. All right. Man, look at this one, guys. I tell you what, this one to me, it almost feels like, how Lexus dealerships will absolutely do like the builds. They may not do it as much now with the LC500s, but back in the day, they would actually build out a LC500 custom, and then they would sell it, right? But this one absolutely looks like that, because we have a beautiful carbon fiber front lip on this. We've got the carbon fiber rear, we got the diffuser, the side, and I apologize, I'm not, for some reason, the name of this company, a very high-end company, by the way, is slipping me right now. But I love this one because it is flat. I mean, it just spans out. I bet you in person that thing is absolutely sexy. We got these amazing 22-inch Vossen wheels on this bad boy. Love those wheels. Love the design on it. The 265/35, so those are absolutely wider than the OEM. I love the stance on this one too. I think this one's got springs on it. My gosh, we got that nice, gorgeous toasted caramel interior. Yeah, I'm loving that thing at 76,000. That's a 21 with 21,000 miles. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful option there. Guys, I'm going to get us, oh gosh, here's another gorgeous option too, right? I mean, look at this thing. I tell you what, man, interestingly enough, and the photographer on this one, I just want to give them some kudos, because this cadmium orange, now you don't see this color on the on the market as much. You really don't. But when I tell you, it is a gorgeous color, as you can see. And man, I'm loving the wheel option on this thing. What I would be doing is I'd put some suspension on this, and I think it would elevate it 10x, just because it would change the stance on this bad boy. But I'm loving this beautiful black interior. I'm loving the wheels. I'm old school. I love those deep dish, right? I mean, I love a lip on a car. And I think this bad boy is gorgeous. You know what I'm saying? Beautiful, beautiful option. If you were looking to pick up something custom, slightly custom, right? But something on one of those beautiful, unique, rare colors. 15,000 miles, $76,000, fam. And now here we come into our first convertible. The beautiful thing about this one is it is certified, right? It's out at our Lexus of New Orleans, coming in at 77,000. So 35,000 miles on this one, and family, that's your cheapest convertible right now. Now, what I'll tell you is that once you actually get up to these higher end 70s, then what you do is you absolutely open up a plethora of convertible opportunities for yourself, because we will see here now, family, I'm going to start getting, convertible crazy, right? So we've got a 10,000 mile white with the toasted caramel private seller, $78,000. I think there's some movement in that price. I love the mileage on this thing, right? But I think, what? I'm probably shooting for 75,000, and we'll probably meet in the middle on something like that. You got you a nice 22 at 78,000. You got you a 19 that it's got 5,000 miles. It's certified pre-owned, and that's why it's up here at the $78,000 price point. Now, me personally, I don't know. I think, you know, anything in the mid 70s, you know, I'm going 21 or higher. Okay. That's just my personal preference, right? I feel like, you know, while you don't see a lot of change from one year over the next, you know, at least visually, right? There are absolutely some improvements year over year, but I still just feel like if I'm putting that much money into the car, I absolutely want to see, you know, the highest year possible. Okay. All right, family, and we are going to end up right here because we've gotten to the high, you know, high 70s, and I think that's going to cover the majority of us. You know, I don't want to overshoot this video any more than I already have, but if you are looking for a great deal or a great priced entry point to the LC500, I think you absolutely take a look out here on Car Gurus and see what might fit your caliber. All right, family, that's our market overview for the week.
GodSpeed's Lexus LC500 pick of the week.
All right, family, our video of the week is coming from Rowen Japan, right? I wanted to put this in front of you guys this week because I know a lot of us are looking for, you know, ways to slightly modify our vehicles. Now, this maker has a lot of different parts, but you know what they specialize in are these little side pieces, like these fender extensions and bumper extensions. You can see these right here. And you know, even when you look at the rendering of what, you know, a lot of people would have liked Lexus to actually come out with on a F Sport or a F model for this car, you see some little accents that Rowen is absolutely touched. You can get these in carbon fiber, you can get them in reinforced carbon fiber plastic, but I'll tell you the piece that I'm excited about, and I'm gonna pause it here once we actually get a little bit closer to it. I'll pause it right here. This is actually the piece right here that I'm actually interested in, and I'll tell you why. Right, we absolutely have a, you know, already a vent right there, and I feel like sometimes it's just not accented enough, right? There's not enough attention that draws your eye to that vent. Now, interestingly enough, once you lower these cars, once you know, change the stance on them a little bit, that vent, interestingly enough, I don't know if it's because it's closer to the ground or whatever it is, but it absolutely does look a bit more pronounced, if you will. But I think that's even what something like this right here stands the chance to do. I'm not going to say I don't like some of these other parts. I really do. I don't know that they make my build list, right? Just because of the particular look that I'm going for. I don't want anything that's extremely obvious and in your face. I love that spoiler though. But you know, I really want something that just kind of insinuates the already styling of the vehicle, and I really feel like that piece, that front does look amazing, but I feel like that side piece could absolutely do just that, right? So you know, I'm curious as to what you guys think, right? What do you think about that side piece? Let me get back to it real quick. Right, there it is. What do you guys think about that side piece? Now, I've seen some videos online, and heck, I've even seen now this piece, if I'm not mistaken, gosh, in carbon fiber, I believe for both left and right, the cheapest I found it is about $1,200. The most expensive I found is like $1,800, and I found a website that actually has it for $897, but what I can't confirm is if they're selling it a la carte to where like you got to buy the left and the right. So you know, once I get closer to potentially pulling the trigger on something like that, then you know, I'll let you guys know where I find it and how much I find it for. But alternatively, you know, another look that I've seen as well is, instead of this piece right here, which is absolutely like something that's going to be applied by 3M tape, and obviously it's not the most affordable piece. I do like the fact that it's in carbon fiber, but if you're looking for something that's black and you just want to insinuate that opening and kind of elongate the lines of this car, what I've also seen people do is they're actually vinyling, taking a piece of vinyl and they're pulling it down from here. Sorry guys, my little drawing's probably not the best, but and they're taking it from right here. And so all of that right there is a black vinyl and it's just a wrap. Now, I'll tell you what, I think that's another sexy option, something that's going to be extremely affordable, that I might get back in front of you guys with something like that. Whether we do a whole video or not on it, I'll look and see. But you know, I appreciate you guys entertaining, you know, a little bit of my creativity and my thoughts. But I see how, you know, certain, you know, makes and also how certain people are trying to insinuate the design on their vehicle. And, you know, I like to share that with you guys, right? So let me know what you guys think about the Rowen kit in the comments, and particularly, you know, let me know what you guys think about something like that. Just that piece right there on the left and right doors for my particular build. I greatly appreciate the feedback, and I'll absolutely comment back and let you know what I think about your thoughts as well. All right, family, that is our video of the week.
GodSpeed's Aftermarket Showcase.
All right, fam, tonight's Aftermarket Showcase is coming from NIA Body Kits. So absolutely, you know, got a couple requests for, you know, what kind of body kits do they offer for our Lexus LC500? And, you know, I've done quite a bit of research on NIA body kits. I mean, when they first came out for kits for our car, I mean, I got excited. Number one, because these kits, you know, go on sale from time to time, and they're not the most expensive kits, you know, you're going to buy, which I appreciate. Right now, what you don't get is I don't think you get a carbon fiber option from these guys. You definitely get something that looks carbon fiber, but where their niche is they're the only, well, I won't say the only, but they're one of the only aftermarket body kit providers for our vehicle, at least, that actually sell a factory color coded option for you. Okay, so let's get into it, guys. Couple things out here. Obviously, NIABodyKits.com is NIAAutodesign.com actually is the website. I'll make sure I got the stuff in there, but you know, let's go through a couple of the parts here. Now I'm going to jump over here, you know, immediately, and let's talk about this full body kit, which is absolutely an amazing value, because we're talking $2,500 on sale now for $1,000 off, and you get free shipping. I mean, come on. The other cool thing I love about these are, guys, you can install these yourself. So, you know, it will take a little bit of work because but they're already pre-drilled. They go into the actual bolts that, you know, that the dealer has already done for the vehicle. So it's a matter of taking out some bolts and dropping these guys in. And I mean, look at the, dang, that's my first time actually seeing that in the black. That looks kind of hot. I ain't gonna lie, that looks sexy, right? So, you know, this is the one that I traditionally see, which is in the all white. And then, you know, here's another version of that one too in all white. You know, just, you know, really solid options, you know, on this particular thing. And I, you know, I really like it. I mean, you know, I don't think this is carbon fiber. Here you go. Let's go look at the finishes real quick, right? So actually, oh wow, now they offer carbon fiber. Whew, you're gonna pay a pretty penny for it. So I'll take that back. They definitely offer carbon fiber now. But let's go back to the raw ABS. Looks like where the deal is right here. Let's see if the painted, we still save some money. Okay, we still save some money, right? Let's go without the fins. Let's do a gloss black, which I mean, I think could be a very positive option. I still personally like the black look, especially gloss. I still like that look for our cars. But you know, here's the cool thing, right? You can absolutely go in here and get all your colors. So if you want the ultra white color, let's see what that does to the price point. Actually, wow. You know, you're not paying a lot of extra money for the colors. So I think, you know, the different colors cost different amounts of money, it looks like. What's the infrared? Yeah. Cadmium orange. Yeah, so I don't know what the rhyme or reason structural blue. Wow, I mean that's one of the hardest ones to match right there. So I don't even know what the rhyme or reason is, but what I do like is I love the fact that we've got an opportunity here for a full body kit for 2 grand. I mean, you got to add your tax on top of this, but heck, I don't know if you guys remember from mine. I think I paid like 800 bucks just for the company that I went with to install my kit. And if I can be transparent with you, look, I was not pleased with their installation. I was pleased with the fact that I didn't have to install it. And let's face it, they had an opportunity to jack this car up and I didn't. But I was not pleased with the installation. And so one of the things that is very attractive to me on this is that, you know what, you don't have to deal with outrate prices, because I can tell you what, I got quotes everywhere from $800 to $2,000 to install this body kit on my car, and it wasn't as aggressive as this kit, in my opinion. So I definitely love the fact that we can get a deal. We can get a full kit that's going to come with your front lip, your side skirts, and your rear lip for under $2,000. Okay, and so I think that's tremendous. All right, now let's look at what else we got on this. Let's just say you want to try the front lip. I mean, here's a great opportunity for you. You get that front lip painted. That's $1,000. That's not a bad look for a front lip. I mean, not a bad look. I mean, let's see if we want to go carbon fiber on that front lip. 1,700 bucks. I think, for carbon fiber, I need to see it on somebody's car before we drop there. I think, I've showed you guys some other carbon fiber options that I'd probably look at. But man, shoot, I think I'm going gloss black on this bad boy for 2 grand. And here's the other thing about it too. If you notice, we're not getting a discount on the parts a la carte so much, right? So, if you want to go side splitters, you're paying 670 bucks, 940 if you go painted. Heck, you're 2 grand right there already. So, and you haven't even dropped your little splitters in the back, which are 250 bucks. Once you paint those guys, you got $400 extra. Man, I ain't gonna lie, that looks really good. That looks really, really good. I'm probably not going with the fins. Do we have one without the fins? Yeah, look at that. I think that's no fins. I'm probably doing no fins on mine just because I don't want to see that extra kick out right there. But I think this goes back to, what's this one right here? That's just the lip body kit. Okay, this is the one that we did earlier, guys. Sorry. Yeah, I think this is the deal to be had right here. I don't know why we were doing raw ABS, right? Because let's face it, you got to paint it unless you know a painter, and then they're going to paint this bad boy for you for less than 400, 500 bucks. They're going to paint all pieces for you. But I think the way to go is let's absolutely paint this thing whatever color you want, whether it's black, gloss black, right? Or it's a color to match your car. For $2,000, you can't beat that. You just can't beat it. Okay. All right, family. So look, I'm hoping that if you guys are looking for it, oh, what's this right here? Sorry. I think now we got the spoiler. This one comes with a spoiler, which let's take a look at that spoiler because yeah, look at that kickback. That's a lot more aggressive. Let's see if we can get just the spoiler since that's what they're selling. Yeah, kind of hard to see the spoiler as much, but I mean, we can see it right there, right? I mean, it's definitely a nice touch, a little bit more aggressive than some of the other ones. And let's face it, this is the only one too that you're going to get painted. And so now we're at what, extra 500 bucks for the painted spoiler. Man, I think that's a pretty amazing deal unless you want carbon fiber, right? But yeah, now what if we go carbon fiber on this whole bad boy? Let's see what that's gonna actually they don't do the whole thing carbon fiber. So yeah. So there it is, family. I mean, I really wanted to bring you guys, number one, because it's a sale. Number two, you can save yourself money because you don't have to take it to somebody to install it. You can do it yourself, maybe with another buddy. And you can also get something that's color coded if you want something that's going to match the color. And that doggone infrared, my gosh, that thing looks stanced out. I'm not gonna lie. Okay, fam, that is our aftermarket showcase of the week, bringing to you NIA body kits. Absolutely take a look at them if you're looking to put some additional body kit to your LC500. Fam, that is our episode for the week. I will have all the details of what we discussed tonight in the comments. You guys have a beautiful weekend. Godspeed.